We are live. Greetings, my brothers and sisters in Nigeria or wherever you are in the world. I bring you one greetings. Welcome to our weekly show, Nigerian Constitution and Your Right. Nigerian Constitution and Your Right. So every Tuesday, you should know by now that you see me on your screen bringing you important topic surrounding or concerning our beloved Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. If you remember last week, Tuesday, I mentioned that I'm gonna starting this week, Tuesday, 12th of April 2022, that I'm gonna start covering the fundamental rights of Nigeria, or fundamental human rights of Nigeria, in the journey on the process of covering this fundamental human rights of all Nigerians. We're going to take it one at a time. So if you look at the Nigerian Constitution, or if you're familiar with the Nigerian Constitution, you know that fundamental rights of all Nigerians are covered in Chapter 4 of the Constitution, which include what they call Section 33 through Section 46. So Chapter 4 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, sections of the Constitution of Section 33 to Section 46 covers all the fundamental rights every Nigerian have, but every Nigerian is able to enjoy as a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And this is a total of 14 fundamental rights, and we're going to be taking them one by one. So that means we're talking about Section 33 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And in that Section 33, we are asking a very vital question. Are you watching me right now, or you a Nigerian, or you, my fellow Nigerian, are you guaranteed right to life? Are you guaranteed right to life? So yeah, we are all living beings, right? We breathe, we go about our businesses, and for the most part, from my observation, many people are afraid to die because they cherish and will hold life very precious. And yes, you are supposed to hold life very precious. And guess what? That is why, because life is so precious, that the writers of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria decided to make sure that our rights are guaranteed, and which is why we are talking about it today, because some people are not quite sure. Based on how life has been wasted in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we have so much insecurity, and the government really doesn't do much more about it, or even the government is involved in perpetuating atrocities against its citizens. So it will make you start questioning: are we really guaranteed right to life in Nigeria? Are we really guaranteed right to life in Nigeria? So to answer that question, let me take you to what does our Constitution really say about it. And you're going to find it in Chapter 4 of the Constitution, or called in Section 33. It says, the Section 33 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, it says, every person has right to life, and no one shall be deprived intentionally of his or her life, save in execution of the sentence of a court in respect of a criminal offense of which he or she has been found guilty in Nigeria. So I hope you heard that. Let me read it again in case you missed that. Section 33 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, it says, every person has right to life, and no one shall be deprived intentionally of his life, save in execution of the sentence of a court in respect of a criminal offense of which he or she has been found guilty in Nigeria. I hope you heard that. So the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria have guaranteed each and every one of us as Nigerians right to life. Your life is sacrosanct. Your life is so precious that it has been guaranteed that your life should be protected. You cannot lose your life because of negligence of government officials, or because of negligence of fellow Nigerians. Nobody have the right to take your life. Nobody have the right to take your life. We're going to, you see, there's exception mentioned here. We're going to go through the exceptions. Okay, so bear with me as we go through the exceptions shortly. After a short break, we're going to go through the exceptions.
See the bridge. We collapse here. Bike they follow here pass. Then motor they follow this other side pass. Then see the hill. See the hill up. This one to the hill up, no get problem at all. I think I just come down.
Welcome back. Welcome back. The video you just watched is a video of a community called Obofia Community, Obofia Ward in Uhehi village of Agule, the Chuku town, Agwata local government, Anambra State. So that community is actually have that bridge that you saw. I mean, you saw the bridge a little bit. It has collapsed in September of last year. Since September of last year, the community members have written a proposal, a petition to the state government and the local government, but they have been neglected and rejected their proposal twice. So I took it upon myself to make sure I share this video every Tuesday until the new administration of Professor Chukuma Charles Soludo pays attention to that bridge and connect those communities to their brothers and sisters. Thank you very much as you help me share that message and spread the message until it gets to the right people. And also, as you know, this show happens every Tuesday. Nigerian Constitution, know your rights. So whenever you come online, please share, start sharing, start liking, click the like button, because the more you like, click the like button, the more the show is being promoted so that more people can come and learn the germs, the important information you're learning right now about the Nigerian Constitution, about knowing your rights, so that other people can enjoy and learn this with you. So share, like, and always participate. And also know that the comment section is always available for you to comment and ask questions about the topic of conversation. The topic today is asking, are you guaranteed right to life in Nigeria? Are you guaranteed right to life in Nigeria? And this is in reference to the Nigerian Constitution, 1999 as amended, fundamental rights found in Chapter 4, Section 33 of the Constitution. So that's when we're going to be taking one by one each of those fundamental rights every Tuesday. So make sure you come, click, join the conversation, participate in the conversation and invite your brothers and sisters, invite your mother, your father, your uncles, your aunties, your neighbors. Watch and learn so that you can promote this message and help your fellow Nigerians understand their rights so that they can be able to freely express those rights without fear or without lack of knowledge or ignorance. Okay, so every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Nigerian time, or 3 p.m. Central time, or 4 p.m. Eastern time. So join us here every Tuesday. Today's topic is, are you guaranteed right to life? And we read what the Constitution says in Section 33, that every Nigerian is guaranteed right to life. There are some exceptions. What are these exceptions? Let's go through the exceptions. Say, one of the exceptions is, unless if he or she, as a result of use of reasonable force for self-defense of any person from unlawful violence or defense of property. So that means if you're defending your property, or if you're defending your life or the life of a loved one, and someone dies in that process, or you kill someone in that process, then you have not committed a criminal offense, because that death occurred due to self-defense. But ordinarily, that would have been a crime if you kill someone, because life is precious and no life should be lost for carelessly. So that is number one exception. So when you're fighting for self-defense and someone died in that process, then you are not liable to this fundamental right in Nigeria, or Section 33 of the Federal Republic of Nigerian Constitution. Okay, that is one exception. So if you've been wondering, okay, an armed robber attacked me at home and I was fighting with the armed robber, and somehow maybe I collect the gun and shot the armed robber, am I going to be tried for committing murder? No, you have not committed murder. The armed robber died as you're trying to defend yourself. So you'll be acquitted as a free man. Okay, another exception is if if someone dies as a result of use of reasonable force in order to effect a lawful arrest or to prevent the escape of a person lawfully detained. Okay, so this goes to like police officer, law enforcement officers. Like when a police officer arrests someone, and the police officer was professional and using the right amount of force, and somehow, somewhere, the person that was detained died. The person that was detained lost their life. The police officer will not be charged for murder, or will not be charged for killing that detained person that died. However, the flip side, if the police officer, if the law enforcement officer was using excessive force, as we have seen in Nigeria, like in the case of police who arrest someone in Nigeria, they will beat the person, and they will beating you mercilessly without utter disregard that you are a human being, then that police is actually committing a crime. So police officers in Nigeria, or law enforcement officers, even soldiers or other military, paramilitary of personnel, they constantly commit crime. The way they malhandle Nigerians in the name of arrest or in the name of detention. They malhandle people. That is actual criminal. They are not supposed to malhandle you. They're not supposed to like use excessive force. There's a minimum amount of force that is allowed, that is legally allowed. And when they exceed that minimum amount of force, they are actually committing crime. So encouraging people to always file charges in the court of law. If you are arrested or harassed by a police officer and they malhandle you or use excessive amount of force, make sure you file a complaint or even pursue a legal action, because it is your constitutional right not to have your life threatened. Because if those officers are beating you mercilessly, that can lead to death. You have seen many people that have died in the hand of police officers in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, or the one that got a global attention that happened in the United States of George Floyd, who was suffocated on what we medically call asphyxiation, because he could not breathe. The police officer put the knee on the on his neck and suffocated him, and he could not breathe. So that, and you can see he faced charges for manslaughter, murder in the United States Court of Law. But such kind of practices have not been, we have not witnessed it in Nigeria. We have not witnessed that police officer get tried in Nigeria and get convicted. So, and why is that so? Because people do not file charges, because people do not pursue it. So that is one of the importance of this show, every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Nigerian time, to empower you as Nigerians, empower you to know your right, to understand your right, and to stand by your right, and to pursue actions whenever you find your right is trampled upon. So make sure you always stand by your right and pursue your right. Now, another exception is if he or she dies as a result of the use of reasonable force for purpose of suppression of a riot or insurrection or mutiny. So this also addressing law enforcement officers. Usually if a protest is going on, a riot is going on, there's supposed to be law enforcement officers to make sure that people do not go overboard and cause so much chaos or destruction of property. So they're supposed to do this professionally and not start hitting people or tear gassing people excessively, or using guns and hitting people, or shooting at protesters or rioters. They are supposed to be trained on how to quell or quench riots. But we have not, that is not what we see in Nigeria. Our officers are not properly trained. They don't know how to quell riot. They know how to control protesters or rioters, and they end up wasting lives. So, and even they do the right thing, they use a minimum amount of force to control the rioters or the protesters, and someone dies in the process, that is not a crime against the officer. But when the officer is using excessive force, like what we saw in NSAS protest at Lekki toll gate, that is actually a crime. A crime occurs because excessive amount of force we use. We watched the videos, we had the testimonies of how people were beaten and hit with guns and even gunshot, and people were shot at, and that is criminal. And we're still waiting to see what's going to happen about that. So as where you've seen the exceptions, and I'm gonna take a quick break, and when I come back, we're going to discuss a little bit of something different about the law that is not completely covered in the section 33 or the exceptions thereof. So watch.
This is a community called Lara community in Moro local government area of Kwara State, Nigeria. This is their source of water supply. They drink from the pond like drinking from the gutter. They drink from the same pond with goats, with cattle, and with dogs. They take the water home to take their bath, to cook, and to drink. Sometimes they put alum before they could drink. Is this permissible in the 21st century? These people need our help. Please, the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria is calling on you to join us to drill a water borehole for these people. Let us do this. It is possible. This must not be allowed to continue. No. No. No.
Welcome back, my brothers and sisters. The video you just watched is about the project that we are undergoing in the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy, which is the organization that is powering this program every Tuesday. It's the organization that make it possible for this show to happen every Tuesday. So, and this organization, Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, or GCSDN for short, is calling upon you. Be generous and support this project. If you want to send in your support, you can send it to the account showing on the screen of one of the coordinators that's handling this project. So please, please, please send in your support and support the community in Arodo community, Moro local government area of Kwara State, so that they can have drinkable water, they can have potable water. They are humans and they don't deserve to live like that, sharing water with wild and domestic animals. So support, and God will bless you richly. All right. So back to the program. As I said, the program today focusing on the topic, are you guaranteed right to life in Nigeria? And we've read the Constitution in Section 33 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, that yes, you are guaranteed right to life, and there are certain exceptions, and we went through 3 of those exceptions. And I hope you learned something from it, and I hope it empowers you to pursue your right. Okay, let me take another angle for this topic. Okay, we have right to life, right? That is what the Constitution said. But this right to life is supposed to include the government ensuring that we have things that protect our life, like common amenities, social amenities, and protection of the environment to make sure that our life is safe and secure. Even having proper security. Also, all this intertwine and connect to this Section 33, the right to life. Just imagine what's going on when our environment is polluted, like what we have seen happen in the Niger Delta. Isn't that pollution a threat to the life of our brothers and sisters living in that region? So as you see, it's not just about stating the Constitution that we have right to life. What does it encompass? And is the government or the leadership doing everything possible to ensure that our life is safe and secure? How much have the government done? How much have the government done to ensure that the life of the citizens are safe and secure? Like when it comes to vaccination, COVID-19 vaccination is ongoing. How many people? I mean, I'm touching about. I'm going to focus on the failure of the government in not just in security but also in healthcare. I'm a healthcare professional. So, how much have been done to secure the life of Nigeria health-wise? I'm sure you are aware that Nigerian life expectancy is very, very low compared to the rest of the world. Do you know that? The Nigerian, as of 2021 statistics, that the life expectancy in Nigeria is a measly 60.8 years. And this is just an average of men. The life expectancy of men is 59, and life expectancy of women compared to the rest of the world. So how can we say that Nigeria Constitution guarantees us right to life, and yet we have a pathetic life expectancy because our government have impoverished us and weaponized poverty, and have ensured that they don't provide adequate amenities, adequate infrastructure to ensure that our life is prolonged. The rest of the developed world have life expectancy of 85, 86, 88, 82, in the 80s. And where we are in just 60. Average of 60. Men is just 59 years old. 59 years. This is just an average. In Nigeria, and practically if you go to Nigeria, observe men. Men in Nigeria died between 40 and 60 years. They have died because poor health outcomes. The government have failed us woefully in the health sector. And how can you say that we are guaranteed right to life? You see, that is why we have to keep working hard and ensuring we hold our government accountable, that will understand our right. You know, sometimes we overlook these things. We don't know these things matters. We overlook them. We don't know it matters because we don't even know our rights. Then we hear that, oh, we have some certain right. But what is that right that you have? Do you know what those rights are? And how can you ensure the government promote that right? So now the government are leaving their work, and organizations like us are picking up the slacks of the government, like we're trying to provide water borehole for 2022 projects. And as we showed you the video of 2022 project, let me tell you about the project that we did last year. See the picture on your screen. It's about a young man in his 30s called Abdul Malik. Abdul Malik was crippled by polio vaccine, or the polio disease itself. But the government did nothing. He have lived 3 decades of his life rolling on the ground. He's married with kids. It's not until our organization, Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, found out his story and decided to step in. So that was a project of GCSDN in 2021. Regarding the wheelchair you see him sitting on was provided by GCSDN, and the little shop you see on the right side of the video of your screen is a business that was started for him, or what we call in Nigeria a provision store. So we essentially changed his life, improve his life expectancy, because with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria guarantees us right to life, even though the government is failing woefully to guarantee those rights as enshrined in our Constitution. We are stepping in and doing the little bit we can. I think this to help you see that it's not just about our Constitution guaranteeing this right. It matters that the government of the day ensures that these rights are actually secured and prolonged and saved from misery and unnecessary pain. Our brothers in Nigeria go through so much pain and their life worth less. Over 80 million Nigerians, some may even say 100 million Nigerians are in abject poverty, like extreme poverty. That is more than almost half of the population of the country in extreme poverty. And how can you say that their rights are guaranteed when their life seems worth nothing? So please, my brothers and sisters, always do your best to teach our brothers and sisters that we have certain rights and they should fight to promote those rights. And how do they do that? By letting them know. How do you do that? Making sure you pass this message. If they cannot watch it because they cannot afford to be and they don't have internet access, and you have internet access and you have learned this right, promote this message, send it to the grassroots and let them understand their rights and help them to promote this right and to exercise it at all times and hold our leaders accountable. Because if we don't hold our leaders accountable, they will ignore and absolve themselves of the responsibility of guaranteeing and securing our life. You have to work hard to ensure that this message is shared. So join me every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Nigerian time, as we continue this journey to understand and learn about our fundamental rights. And going forward, we'll have 13 more sections of the fundamental or 13 more fundamental rights to cover, and some of these are longer than this is actually short. So I'll bring in lawyers, barristers practicing in Nigeria, or Nigerian lawyers, whether they're practicing in Nigeria or outside Nigeria. As long as they're Nigerian lawyers, we'll bring some of them to actually help in breaking down these fundamental rights and making sure that we all understand it better and promote it in our communities and ensure that we live freely and boldly, knowing that our rights are upheld at all times. So keep watching, keep sharing, keep commenting, and Make sure you join us every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Nigerian time, 3 p.m. US Central Time, or 4 p.m. Eastern Time, as we meet every Tuesday and discuss vital, important topics that are around the Nigerian Constitution. And I say for the next 13 to 14 weeks, we're going to be covering the various fundamental human rights of Nigeria as covered in Chapter 4 of the Constitution, or Section 33 through 46. And today we touched on Section 33. So stay tuned for more fundamental rights of Nigerians. This is where I leave you. Bye-bye.